Shut up, Ciaran.
Alright, but do you pop a tab though?
Toxic. I don't know. That's what I was
Guys, like, we shouldn't talk over each other.
Yeah.
So now listen to me speak. And let me speak.
Guys, listen to me speak. I'm no.
Last time we didn't do an intro of any kind. We were just speaking. So I thought
We had clapping.
it's maybe wise if we would introduce ourselves somehow.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Sure.
To what extent do we introduce ourselves?
Just say our names so they know like who's who, you know?
Okay.
Alright. Do I start?
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Okay. My name is Johannes and I'm actually the genius behind this. Noah is my puppet who I control from the sidelines and make him fulfill my creative vision.
I'm Ciaran, and I'm the passerby who got hooked into this by enticements of money.
I'm Noah and I'm Johannes' dad. I made him and I'm proud that he made this show. Alright.
Thank you, Dad. My real dad's upstairs, but he would never say that to me.
We also have a producer back here chilling and sitting, listening in. Maybe you'll hear him at some point. But no.
Rumors say that his mother bought a $90,000 bottle of whiskey today.
Wow.
Shocking.
Yeah, the podcast needs some diversity.
Alright. I don't know if they will hear that, but
They might.
that's it. Alright.
It's even better if they don't hear it.
It's like a one-way conversation.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
the rest of it.
Yeah.
Say your nationality.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
I'm Johannes and I'm Caucasian.
I'm
Alright, Ciaran.
Ciaran, and I'm a ginger.
and I'm blonde. Well, okay. So last time we did this,
Yeah.
I came here all over from the kingdom of Järvenpää by a
Roll.
train, and I gotta say, when I arrived to Tikkura to take the bus here, because you live in a farm for some reason,
That is true.
your bus system here sucks.
Wait,
Okay.
but
That's true. I
isn't
agree.
it that Järvenpää doesn't even have buses though?
No, but we have city bucks and city umbrellas, so fuck.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Whoa, bleep that.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe not. It is, if any supervisors listening to this, I'm sorry, but it's art, it's free form. Sometimes it do be like this, okay? Words
Yes.
come
Alright,
out.
but you're claiming that having free umbrellas in the city is better than
Having
a bus
buses.
system.
No, but the thing is, our bus system is appalling compared
Yeah,
to
yeah, it
Helsinki
is,
and
it is.
Espoo.
Yeah.
Think about it.
So I arrive at the Tikkura train station.
Yeah.
I have checked with my HSL app before when does my bus leave and where.
Yeah.
The 571 bus. Now it says Port 16
Platform.
platform.
It's not
I
a
don't know
hard
what do you call it? Platform 16, and it's like I don't remember the time, but it was some time. And then
Sometime.
when I get to the ports, okay, I
Did you remember to wave goodbye to the pirates at the port?
okay take a sip of your Coke,
Yeah.
calm down,
Yeah,
breathe.
I'm calm.
Okay, good.
Alright.
So it's Port 16, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's get on this bus, man. Let's get on this bus. So let's do this podcast. I start walking down the ports, 1, 2, 3, so on, and whoa, it ends at 15. No. At this point, I'm instantly getting a little mad. My temperature, my blood temperature starts rising a
Blood
little.
temperature.
You know,
Pressure.
a little boiling going on. And I wonder, like, what now? Like, there's no signs. There's no signs at Port 16. I asked like 3 people, and all
You
the
asked
people,
them.
and all the people were like, I don't know where that is.
Hey, you don't
Like,
ask
Dude,
people.
you're in Finland. You don't ask people
Yeah,
for
but
directions.
I'm a crazy person.
Okay.
So
maybe it's like the Harry Potter. You know.
yeah,
you
that's
have
what
to
I
walk
said.
through
I
one of the
wondered.
walls. Yeah.
I wonder in my head, like, do I have to run through this concrete wall now? Like, that's what's up? And then I see this like another time board, and it says, what?
A time board, dude.
Yeah, a screen with a bunch of bus times.
Yeah.
But this one has the bus that I'm looking for. It has a different time completely than the one from my phone. So now I'm a little confused. And one of the times has already passed. So I'm like, is there still a chance to get on this mysterious bus? And I wander around. I see no port 16. I look from the other side. Then, on this railing, I see this ancient stone tablet with a map on it. Like from the Stone Age. Like it's carved a map on it and it has all the ports. I'm like, okay. And then I see this road, path on the map. It goes through this circle. It's like a mysterious adventure. And then there's 16.
It was a roundabout.
And then 16 is somehow like 100 meters away. So
Because
somewhere
it's on the
else.
other side.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And this stone tablet told me that. And then, okay, I get there. I'm like, okay, why did we do this? And then, hello?
Noah's right in the middle of telling a story of how he got here last time that we were recording a podcast. Do you want to say anything to our fans?
There's nothing to be said.
Alright, thank you.
So I arrive at port 16. The bus is there. I'm like, okay. But now this port itself has a screen with the bus on it and the time it's leaving. And then again, it's a different time. It's a different time from the one I saw at the ports, and then one that I see in my phone, and then this one, it's all its own.
Maybe it's like being updated in real time, so it'd be more accurate.
It's all different. But this is the last nail.
Straw.
The jumbo juice.
Isn't it final nail last straw?
I get on the bus. I like hurry on the bus because I have no idea when it's leaving.
Yeah.
And it leaves at none of the 3 times.
Welcome to Vanta.
And I'm just sitting there on the bus like, yo, this is mad. This is absolutely mental.
Was it a 571?
Yeah.
But does 571 go from 16? I thought only 562 did.
I don't know.
Alright, let's not get too deep into it.
Okay,
But
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
bus
Dixie's
system
scuffed.
sucks. That's all I have to
It's
say.
mainly just Tikkurila.
Yeah.
It's scuffed.
I mean, one time I was going to Tikkurila when Dixie was built, so the shopping center there. It was probably built like 5 years ago, something like that, around 5 years ago. And the first time I was going there, like people were saying, and there was stuff on the news about how like it's a bad place, like it's where all the junkies of Vanta are hanging out now and stuff. And I was like, it's a train station, like it's probably around the same as Jumbo.
Or Murtsi.
Yeah. So then I went there and we went to Burger King, I think, with my friends. And then after we come out, it wasn't even that late. It was like 10 p.m. We were like standing outside the Burger King, and there's 2 guys with like fancy looking suits, or not fancy, but like just casual suits, like blazers and stuff. And they're walking past, and I think it's like a Friday night, and clearly they've had like something to drink, but they seemed fine. And then they stopped by to ask us like how to get to, it was some platform, I don't remember which one. And then they were walking fast, and then like they were probably 50 meters ahead of us or something. And then one of them turns around and like grabs the other guy into like a headlock, you know? And we turned around because the other guy started saying like, what are you doing, bro? And we turned around and we were like, is something happening? And then we were like, nah, they seemed fine. They're probably just playing around, you know? So then the conflict starts kind of escalating. Like it looks like they're actually wrestling. So we start like slowly walking towards the other direction. We were like, okay, guys. And then we were about to cross the road, and there's a police car like that turns its sirens on from the like parking lot across the street.
Did they turn the sirens full on, or was it just like a
whoop, whoop? No, yeah, they did the small sound and then they turned the lights on.
Yeah.
And they drive there, and then like they get to the place where the 2 guys are like play wrestling, or so we thought. And then we turn around and one of the guys is on the ground. Like the guy who was first got taken into the headlock. So like in maybe 3-4 minutes they came from talking casually, asking us to like getting arrested. So like after that, I was like, okay, maybe Tikkurila is like.
It's
not
just
the best
Vantaa in
place.
general.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind
Ooh.
of scuffed.
Yeah, that is pretty. Moral of the story?
Don't go to Vantaa.
No,
That too.
no. Moral of the story is that like if you see 3 different bus times, you have to calculate the mean average of them.
Yeah.
And that's
To
when
get
it's
the
gonna
fourth
come.
actual
Yeah.
bus time.
Or if you're in Dixie and
Uh,
someone talks to you, don't speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I just realized we could film this.
Yeah, we could film it.
Because we got Ciaran's iPhone in use now because he's using our producer's phone.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, we could film it, but are we gonna use the video?
And then,
Sure.
remember what happened
Okay.
last time we tried filming on my phone?
Oh yeah, it ran out.
Oh yeah, I don't know. If
What if we film in 180p, dude?
I mean, we can try.
3
Like,
FPS.
Of course 180p. Not 4K.
Still-
Your phone is like 4K 60 FPS
Yeah.
and you know, I try to download something you sent to me and it takes like 5 years
Yeah.
to like download something.
It does take ages sometimes with his stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
but it's weird that like you can film stuff with new smartphones that's like better looking than professional cameras.
It is insane
Like,
sometimes.
If you don't get a stabilizer or something, if you just have a normal camera,
Phones
it
have
doesn't look as good.
kind of good nowadays, stabilizing like
yeah.
innately.
And also you can get like software.
But then nothing still beats like a OG Canon
OG Canon.
or Canon,
I have,
as the Finns would say.
I have like one of those that's like turquoise and it's like so tourist as a camera can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a Polaroid camera? Or?
No.
Oh,
like
okay.
a good old
Yeah.
digital camera, you know, that goes like when you turn it on. So now that we have been talking about weird encounters, the last story, I wonder what is the weirdest encounter with some weirdo you have ever had?
Alright, I mean, I have a few, but before we get into that, I got really stuck on Ciaran saying nothing beats an old Canon because I think we should tell that to America and Iran now.
Ah ha ha ha. I mean the cameras.
Yeah. No, but wouldn't it be kind of interesting if World War III was actually fought with cannons, though? Like, instead of nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
and, you
yeah,
know?
like actual,
Yeah.
like...
Now, imagine if we just go back and have a sword, like a samurai duel.
No, like a trebuchet. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, trebuchet.
Trebuchet? Yeah.
Yeah, trebuchet. Oh, that'd be fire, bro.
I heard they can hurl 90-kilogram projectiles over 300 meters in the air, dude.
Oh, no, now that's a woke statement. Or the fact that in the we're not getting political. We're just stating from
Yeah.
a neutral perspective
Yeah.
the sentence that
Yeah.
in the Hong Kong protest, a bunch
Uh-oh.
of students created a trebuchet out of random stuff.
Yeah, it
But
was out
didn't-
of like bamboo trees or something.
Yeah, it was the
was kinda
weirdest
scuffed.
video I have ever seen.
Yeah. But yeah, encounters.
Well, I go to London on an annual basis, so I got a couple weird ones.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like
I mean,
What's
there's the
good about this
Nando story at least.
well, no, but that's kind of dark.
Yeah.
And last time we started off on a dark note when I
Or can
was
it
talking.
be funny?
It is funny,
is
in my
funny, yeah.
opinion. It's just twisted.
Dark isn't funny.
Dude, dark can be funny. 100%.
Have you never seen a comedian?
Alright, but do you want to tell the Nando story?
Should I?
It's up to you.
Go first.
Totally.
Okay.
Stop pointing a gun at his
Next
head.
week.
Tune in next week for this part of the story.
Ciaran. Tell the story, Ciaran.
Okay, I will.
The
To
story.
get this part of the story, you have to pay a premium membership to get into this podcast.
Okay, we're not getting a Patreon campaign.
Okay,
yet.
so I'll say
First
it
we need
vaguely
sponsors.
because I don't want to give out like what happened properly. But there was a Nando's near
Premium
where
Snapchat.
my family has lived, and in this restaurant there was an accident where there was a drive-by, but the man didn't die. Who
And
was
this
being
wasn't the
shot
kind
at.
of drive-by where you go to the like window and you're like, hey, I'd like 3 cheeseburgers and 2
No,
fries,
I mean, as in
please.
this was like a gun case, and it was
Yeah.
kind of horrifying. But like, this was 20 years before my time. No, or 10. I don't remember when it happened. I wasn't alive. But the story goes that the man didn't die, but
Yeah.
got really annoyed. So he left the restaurant, went into his car, and started chasing the other car. But the thing is, he passed out on the wheel, and while he passed out, he drove into a real estate agency house and crashed into it.
So like a little known fact is this story has been sold to the writers of the new Fast and Furious movie, and it's gonna be the new plot.
That'd be weird.
Who's gonna be the one getting drive-by?
I mean, it could be Vin Diesel.
Jack Nicholson.
Considering, dude, Dwayne The Rock Johnson drive-bys Vin Diesel
Dude,
since
and
they're
they-
actually feuding.
Yeah, they hate each other for
Yeah,
some reason.
but like one that I myself have been a witness to was this guy came out of a drugstore and just started twitching and swearing and was following me for like 20 minutes straight until I reached like the house, and then later on he just got taken in by the police, so that was kind of weird.
Nice. All right, Johannes, you have any like extremely weird?
I mean,
encounters?
I don't have encounters that ended up with someone dying, you know? Like, it's kind of hard to beat what Ciaran just said. But I can think about a few. I know you have one from Greece at least, right?
I'm not talking about that. That's a boring story.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, but I mean, we can move on to another topic as well, and I can think of if I have some encounters.
I have a
Well-
transgender story.
Okay, our producer has a transgender story. I don't know. Okay, well, actually, okay, producer time.
Yeah, sure.
Producer time. So, okay, here.
So-
I'm giving my mic to the producer now. All right, bye.
Our
See you.
leader on the throne is giving up his mic to the producer.
All hail the leader.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, just clip it on the shirt.
Okay, it's
Alright.
2014. I'm in India, and there's gonna be some random wedding of some cousin that I don't know about. We're at our place, and every morning there's like random dudes that just come and like sell random stuff on their bikes. On their bikes, they have random ass toys and shit or
Oh,
whatever
okay.
food, and they're
Like
like
street vendors.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. But they come into like the place where we live, the alley. We don't live in an alley. We don't live in an alley.
Was that a Freudian slip?
It's an alley where each place has like a gate to the house. Okay, so those kind of people. One morning, these group of supposedly girls.
Hold on. Wait, so you lived in an alley with supposedly girls. Are
And
you
a
sure
bunch of street vendors.
This sounds an awful lot like a brothel story or something.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think it was like 2014.
So you were 12
I was 12.
around. Yeah.
So it was the morning. They came and they, I don't know, they do their singing, dancing, and they ask for money after and stuff. That's what they always do. Some like
So they're like performers.
they're street performers, but
Yeah.
they come to your house and they beg for money, and we can't force them to leave. We don't want to fight, and they keep dancing, or they stay there until we give them money.
It's like a dance marathon.
It basically is. And
I found out how I'm gonna get rich in my life.
then they either they stay long enough, or then we drink coffee and tea together.
What?
And
With
until we pay
random
them.
people from the street.
In India, they drink coffee
Dude,
like.
This is
for-
actually a business idea. Just do a startup company where you go to like billionaires' houses. Like you go to Elon Musk's house and just say, I'm gonna keep dancing until you give me money. There's no other way out.
Then
or you get shot.
they were dancing in the morning, and I was a young kid, and my brother and some cousins who were older knew they weren't women.
Wait, how did they know this fact?
I didn't know the concept of transgender people.
Oh, okay.
I was too. God.
Sagar just had a little mic accident.
Uh-oh.
He got a bit too emotional with the story.
Yeah, it's really deep for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, it's fixed. Okay.
So basically, my cousins and my brother said, go dance with the people while they were dancing. I was like, no, because dancing is weird. And I didn't go dance just because they're girls, because like, there's dancing, I don't know why. But then then they forced me and I went dancing. They had no music, they're just making sounds with their mouths, so it's so weird.
Yeah, so it's like a cappella.
And after they stopped
cappella
dancing,
dancing.
my parents just gave them money, right? And in the evening they told me that they were transgenders. I was like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, woman but man. And I was like, did I dance with men who wore makeup? And I was like, they dissed me for the whole holiday because I didn't
Because
know
of that.
I danced with transgenders. What do you?
This was Sagar's like puberty awakening inside
I mean,
him.
Like, I don't understand why you'd get bullied though. Like,
Yeah.
you just
India.
dance with. Okay.
It's India. They well, you know, if you're gay, you get I don't know, like your parents don't approve. If you're transgender, they don't approve. Anything out of the norm, like women, they don't go to schools. You know, labor,
Yeah,
they clean
yeah,
the kitchen
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
It's very
Like
conservative.
wife bad, you know.
Wife bad and beer good. All right.
That was an interesting story. Thank you, producer.
Wow, what a nice tale. But yeah, actually, that's the next level. Let's take street performing to the doors of the
Yeah, it's
people.
like Christmas caroling, but all
No,
around
it's
the
like
yeah.
passive aggressiveness by in like street performance.
Yeah.
Dude, can you just imagine like ringing somebody's doorbell and then they open and then you like are just with a deck of cards. Pick a card. And then you start doing some dumbass trick.
Yeah, like street magic.
All right, here we go. We just mix these things up. Oh, is this your card?
Or
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we seen that. No, it's goodbye.
No, just imagine like you say no, but then like you pick the card anyway because they kept bothering you, but then you just leave because you get tired of it. You go home and you wake up and underneath your pillow the card's there.
Yeah, like while you're at the door, someone breaks in through the back door and puts the card underneath their pillow.
Oh, then they just rob the house, and the magic trick is that all of your money is now gone.
Good. We should do a segment in the podcast where we just plan heists, like street performance.
I don't
That would be
wanna,
fine. That would be fine.
like get arrested for plotting to commit theft.
True. No, but I mean, we can also like this can bring new attention to our podcast among that like underground crime
Oh
community.
yes, the dark web.
Yeah,
So yeah, we get all the.
Targeting untapped audience.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
dude,
That's
we,
a
you think-
darker kind of clout, eh?
Yeah, you think burglars listen to the Joe Rogan podcast or
I
something?
mean, but they have like
They probably do,
ex-criminals on their
Yeah.
pod, so
no, but
True.
probably,
imagine how much untapped energy we have here and tapped energy, if you get what I mean, because we have all the like notorious people here, and then we're tapped in by the FBI who are also listening and giving us
Yeah.
viewers.
Yeah, dude.
So, like, we can all say hi to the FBI man now, or woman. It could be anyone.
or
who's
woman.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Just-
plant.
Just please, when you like rate us, don't throw anything through the windows.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
fixing
yeah.
those is a pain in the.
Yeah,
And don't
it is.
shoot
Buttocks.
us if we don't get down straight away. I have hearing loss.
Yeah.
Have a reason to be rated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
producer just asked if I have a reason to be rated, and to that I answered that some things are better left unsaid.
I mean, I've heard that he's watched some Marvel movies from the pirate website, so I mean,
Aw.
I don't know. I don't know if these are real accusations or not, but that's what the little birds have been singing.
I have an encounter, a weird encounter I want to talk about.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, sure.
One day I was on the train, surprise, surprise, and
Noah's summer job was being a train conductor. That's why all of these stories start with trains.
I drove the train.
But
I
then he had
booked
to quit
tickets.
because it ran over a few people. He went
Well,
onto the wrong track.
Being a train driver is really exhausting. So
Yeah.
you don't get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
So sometimes you might fall asleep on the while you're driving the train. But like,
Hey, the central railway station in Helsinki will stop you though, because they have the pillows at the end of the tracks, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
They
But
have
in a
the
way, at the
strong
same time, I don't think out of all like driving jobs, I think being on a train and falling asleep is like the one where you get the most leniency.
Yeah.
Because if someone dies from that, you're going down one
Yeah.
pathway.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they like arrested me and took me in, and I actually got a death sentence.
You got a death
Got a
sentence.
death sentence. From
That's
the judge.
insane. So they reinstated capital punishment in Finland just for that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean, I might have driven the train to Texas.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, across the Siberian
Yeah.
Intercontinental
Yeah.
Railway. Yeah. What? You haven't heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's how all of the Russian ice hockey fans are transported to watch NHL matches. All right, but yeah, you rode the train to Texas.
Yeah, and I woke up there, and there was like a pile of like Okay, how would I describe this? There was a pile of meat, like in front of the train, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
You mean humans?
probably a couple of Bambis too, you know.
Oh, okay.
What?
Bambies.
Yeah, venison. What do you call them?
Baby. Venison.
Venison.
Yeah.
Baby deer. And the police patrol was there. The FBI was there. They were all like, oh, this train we have never seen before. It's unstoppable. It's being like mowing these people down. We could have
They
stopped
thought
this
it was
thing.
a virtual
And when I woke
reality
up, I was
train.
like, tried away, like, oh, okay. I slowed down. I was like, where am I? And then they got onto the train like, sir, get on your knees. And I went on my knee. Hands behind your head. I did it, and then they handcuffed me.
Yeah.
And told me to.
Handicuffed.
It was a pretty quick trial, you know. Didn't hear anything from my Finnish mates. They were just like left me on read on while I was in the court, and they gave me a death sentence.
They also left you hanging.
No, that's what the court tried to do.
Yeah. They gave me a death sentence.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
All right. And so, what was the end result of this
What
death
was the
sentence?
death sentence?
Yeah.
Well,
Vigilante.
So you're on the run now.
No. They tried to electrocute me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sat on this chair. I was like, "Yo, can I get a banana?" You know, I like bananas. You know.
Yeah.
So I asked a banana for my.
Oh, because you have the last meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're on death row. Yeah.
Yeah. And they put the sponge on my head as they do, and then they activated it, and nothing happened.
Nothing happened?
Yeah.
So the electric chair wasn't working.
I mean, it was working, but I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
Then the dude came up to me like, "Yo, what's up? Why aren't you dead?"
Yeah.
I just said, "Well, I guess I'm a bad conductor."
Oh, I hate this so much. I knew it was coming. That goddamn joke. I like how you switched it up though. The moment I heard you say banana, I was like, oh yeah.
I think we're gonna MacGyver with the banana and make a car.
And,
or something.
Make a car out of it.
So, anyways, I was
Your
on a train, and
encounter.
this strange man came on board.
Wait, was this before you fell asleep and went to Texas?
Before.
Okay.
And I was actually sitting. I was taking a break.
You were vibing with the passengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train was going, you know.
Mhm.
It was just. It's automatic. You can just press it to go and then do whatever you want. And this man came on. He was about like, I would say, he was taller than you.
Taller than me.
Yeah, he was taller
Wait,
than
no,
you.
I don't think that's real. I don't think that's possible.
And he had like a beige trench coat.
Okay.
And oh, now I remember. Then like a black velvet bottom-up shirt.
Ooh,
Oh.
fancy.
So this was back in the 1930s.
No. Pants also like black velvet and like shiny shoes
Okay.
and like 500 necklaces and bracelets like Johnny Depp and a pink cowboy hat with like 10 feathers on it. And
Somehow this is less believable than you getting a death penalty in Texas.
no, this is a real man that I encountered.
Yeah.
And he had a guitar case with him, and he sat like straight opposite of me. And then okay, everything was cool. This dude like started like shaking. He was like shaking, like kind of sweating the whole time, like he was super nervous, and he was constantly like adjusting how he sat. Like he was just like sit super straight, like super official. And then he started like every now and then out of the window he pointed at something and was like at me like, "Oh, did you see that? Oh, that's cool. Oh, did you see that?" I was like, oh yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
So he was like hyper curious about everything.
I
Or-
don't know. He didn't do that often. He was like
Yeah.
silent, super straight, stone faced, little shaky and sweaty, and then every now and then, oh, like there was a building that had
Yeah.
burnt that down or something. He was just like, oh, that's a bad one. And then at
bad
one
one.
point, he takes like a sunglass case out of his pocket, and he opens it, and he takes sunglasses out of it and puts them slowly on his head, like slowly with two hands, like he's in CSI, like
Yeah.
just like. Zzz, like slowly puts them on and then puts them down and then he's just chill.
Oh, and then he didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
cool glasses.
The glasses maybe had some kind
Yeah.
of like calming medicinal effect on him. You know?
I don't know. It was another mode of a personality.
Yeah.
So that's probably the strangest.
Wait, so did he get off in at the same stop then as you did?
Yeah, like the Helsinki
Yeah.
main
Oh,
railway
okay,
station.
okay.
I didn't see him. I didn't
Yeah.
watch him walk or anything.
Yeah.
Stalker.
I mean, I wonder what he was like doing though. If he was dressed like that, was he going to a meeting or?
like presumably if he had a guitar case,
Yeah,
he was some kind of artist.
maybe.
Well, then he was
Right.
just a random dude dressing like how he wants to with a guitar case.
Yeah, with that pink cowboy hat and Johnny Depp necklaces.
Maybe he was Stig.
Stig?
Yeah.
Could be, you know. I never know.
I mean, that
Stig
guy was
hits.
way taller than me. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like 7
Yeah.
feet tall.
Yeah, but I think I would have recognized the mustache.
Yeah,
it's
true.
pretty prominent. Yeah, that's that story.
That is an interesting story.
And then there's one on the train also, which was scary, and it was like a cold serial killer dude.
On the train.
Yeah.
What do
No,
you
it
mean?
was the train.
No, but like, wait, explain more.
Okay, if you want me to.
Yep.
I know this is a podcast, but okay. So this is one other guy who got on the train and sat opposite of me, and it was like late in the evening, and this guy was like had a cross as a necklace, and he looked like some kind of murderer from a movie, you know. Slick back hair, balding.
Like you.
Okay, dude. Okay. The golden luscious hair, not balding yet. I mean, this side maybe a little, but I don't know. I don't know. And then like a, what do you call it? Like a denim jacket.
Oh yeah.
Also like fits into the picture. And then he sat there. He was all calm. And then at one point he just like started praying, like he went in praying position, like.
Huh.
And then he started like doing these sudden shakes. He would just go like, and I thought he's being possessed by a demon. So I'm sitting there like, all right, cool. I'm waiting for my station. We're like, all cool, and he just keeps doing that. And I think he made some noises too. And I was like, oh, this guy's having a real fight with God, eh? So that's a little split, but that's enough of train stories.
Alright.
Okay, right.
I
It's
mean,
a peculiar
I
story.
remember one encounter that I've had, and Ciaran was there as well. It was
Nani?
in the central railway station in Helsinki. It was like, I don't remember how late it was one night, but we were standing there with some friends, and then this guy, he was quite old. He was, I'd say he's in his late 50s, early 60s maybe, and
Yeah.
he walks up to us, and he was drunk clearly, but not to the point where it would like interrupt his speech or anything. Like he was clearly still functional, and seemed like
To
of
some
a
degree.
yeah, to some degree seemed to be of sound mind. And he came there and how did he open up the conversation? Because
Was he asking about a phone? Because he had the
yeah,
broken
yeah,
phone.
yeah. I think he asked us if we had a charger or something, and we told him like, oh no, sorry. And then he was saying like, oh yeah, because I dropped my phone and it went off, and now I can't turn it back on, and I need to call someone. And then we were like, okay, we don't have a charger though. And then we thought he would leave, right? So we turned back to our friends, and then he kept talking. So we like turned back to him, and he goes like, yeah, you know these phones nowadays, like they used to make them so good. Like I had this Nokia phone that lasted for 10 years, and now this one I've had it for a few months, and now it's broken. We were like, yeah, dude. And then
Yeah.
out of nowhere, he transitions into asking us, have you guys done your military service yet? And we were like 14 years old or something, standing there like a bunch of small kids. We were like, no, we were like, no, we haven't done our military service yet. And then he was like, okay, are you gonna do it? And we were like, yeah, we have to do it. It's Finland. Like, legally we're obliged to do it. And he was like, yeah, no, because you're not going to be a real man if you don't do it. You know, if the Russians attack us, you have to defend our country. Like, you're not a real Finn if you don't go to the military. We were like, yeah, we'll go. Don't worry about it. And like, at that point, it seemed like he was actually a recruiter. Like, he seemed very honored to talk about the military. And then the part that I remember the best was that there was like two guys walking like right past us, and then the old man who was with us, he yelled at one of them. He yelled hello, and he turned around, and then he went to like shake his hand, and he went like, oh, how are you, my brother? And he came back to us, and then the two guys just looked at us like, what's happening? Like, they had no idea who the guy was. And then they kept going. And then the guy said, yeah, you know, those guys are scared of me. Like, did you see how scared they were? And like, he just looked at us with like the most proud expression. Like,
we were so
those
confused.
guys, they're so scared of me. And they weren't. They were just like, didn't know what was going on and kept going. And we were like, yeah, they seemed pretty scared of you, man. And then he went, do you know why they were scared of me? And then and then I think it was you who asked like why or something. And then he went, I killed someone, like when I was younger.
Okay.
And then we thought it was a joke, or at least I thought it was a joke first. So I was like, oh yeah. And then it was like, no, I did. Like, it was an accident, but I killed someone. And I had to go to prison. I don't remember how long, like 8 years maybe, something like that. And then he was like, yeah, so I had to go to prison for a while for that. Like, I didn't mean to kill the guy, but like, it just happened. And at that point we were like, okay, yeah, yes. And then we turned to our friends and we were like, I think we should go outside, and then we just kind of left.
So wait, where was this?
It was in front of Burger King in the Central Railway Station.
Burger King. That's where it always happens.
Yeah, but I still don't know if the guy was just like playing with us.
Yeah, we have
like,
no idea.
What did he look like?
I mean, I think he had a leather jacket on and
a small beard,
yeah,
grey hair. But like, the funniest thing is, like, in my opinion, with these interactions, is like, at least for me, this happens often where like a drunk person, for example, would like start making a scene. I'm like, I don't know why, but I seem to be approached a lot of the time. Maybe it's because I look kind of unique.
Yeah.
But like, he'll start talking to me. I'll be like, I'm sorry, I don't speak Finnish that well. If they're like speaking to me in a really fast Finnish pace or something, and then they'll speak to someone else there as well. But the funniest part, in my opinion, is always when you and another stranger who don't know each other are both like
stuck in the situation,
yes. And you just look at each other and kind of smile.
Yeah, definitely.
What are we doing?
That's exactly what happened when the two guys walked past us, and then the old man's like, oh, hey, my brother, and goes to shake his hand.
It's just this like eye.
Yeah, it's
look
like
at each other.
The two turned around and looked at us, like spreading their hands, like, what is this guy doing? Like, who is he? They didn't say anything, but we could see it, you know. They were like,
you understand
what's happening? And we were like, I don't know, dude.
I'm glad that these crazy people exist in our world.
Yeah,
it makes it much more interesting.
Yeah, it
just
does.
Like, you know.
Until he gets shanked.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't get shanked in the Central Railway Station.
In Finland.
Yeah, in Finland.
Did you see that one video? It was taken on a plane before the plane took off, and there was this some big man just going around like, I want to shake your hand.
I seen that.
I just want to shake your hand, and then like some security guy comes in, like, in his way, and he's like putting his chest. He's a big man too, and he's like putting his chest up, like, hey. You fucker! I don't want to shake your hand.
Yeah.
And he's like offering his hand, like and the person who he was to shake hands with is like on the other end of the plane.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so weird that you
Yeah.
bring that up.
Yeah.
Because, like, this happened, like, a couple years ago, like, it became popular. But it resurfaced on my recommended yesterday.
Same.
Okay,
Actually, it was today.
oh, it probably
Yeah.
was today then. Because YouTube has the weirdest algorithm
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
recommended.
It just like somehow gives certain videos to all the masses
Yeah,
at the same
Like,
time.
I got some
Yeah, and the
random
videos
German...
won't be like popular or new. They'll
Yeah.
be like 5 years old, and
Yeah.
then they
Yeah.
become popular because of the algorithm.
So, hey, you're probably listening to this at like 2026 right
yeah,
now.
yeah, exactly.
so
This is
there's a-
when we have 3 million views on our podcast.
yeah. We are living in mansions and Lamborghinis.
Yeah. And we have
life.
Tiger Woods in the corner.
Yes.
Hey, we're not
Tiger.
allowed to do that anymore.
Every time he shoots a hole in one, I have like a button. I press the button and then the speakers go. Tiger.
Yeah, like a soundboard.
Yeah.
Cheeto.
Cheetah. All right.
That's copyrighted.
All right, but I had one topic that I wanted to talk about
All right.
because
Shoot.
all right, I won't
Bring
shoot.
it on.
I won't shoot. Don't worry.
I hope.
No, choose your words carefully.
I hope you have a hot conversational jewel to chop here.
Jewel.
Jewel.
Jewelry.
Yeah.
All right, I have
Not,
some.
not like a goddamn
I have-
Zoomers. They don't take everything as smoking these
No,
days.
no,
Just
no,
go
no,
to
no,
the
no.
topic, all right?
I have some conversational jewels here.
All right.
Some from Laatukoru. But okay, so it's been how many days of 2020 has it been? It's been 10 days. Okay.
10 days.
Okay, which is not that long. It's like
No.
around. It's less than no. It's like a few percent, right?
Yeah.
So you.
Few percent.
Yeah, it is. So you wouldn't be saying that we're that far into the year yet.
No, of course
And
not.
and this far, you wouldn't care.
10 days out of 365.4.
Thanks, mathematics, Ciaran. So, so if we think about it logically, there hasn't been that many occasions for things to happen, but throughout these 10 days, the Pope of the Catholic Church has slapped a woman.
Oh yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, that was not epic.
That
because
was
it's the Pope.
justified. It was
It
was
justified.
kinda
And it was
justified.
not a bad slap. It was like a sub-bitch slap.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Ah, get off.
Yeah, okay. It was a slap. We're not arguing about how bad the slap was.
Oh, why not?
But
Yo,
okay.
Pope slaps.
The Pope
Pope
just
slaps.
slapped me. Okay, but the main thing is
Producer, shut up.
that the yeah, the producer is trying to fit in
Yeah,
here.
he's trying to
no,
like take over the show
yeah,
here.
yeah.
We don't appreciate it at all. He doesn't even have a mic.
Yeah, back off the bus.
Yeah.
All right, and so the fact of the matter is the Pope slapped someone. Okay, that's something that happened, which is
Yeah.
like it's minor, but it's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
it
Okay,
is.
then if we go one step further, we have Trump tweeting about committing war crimes publicly, and then actually doing it.
Nice.
So like this is the first declaration of war announced on social media.
On your news channel.
Yeah, and then in addition to that, we've had the Australian wildfires, which are basically destroying the whole country, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the continent.
yeah, continent.
Well, actually, no, because of New Zealand.
Well, does New Zealand really matter though? Like,
Hey, New Zealand-
Dude, they filmed Lord of the Rings there. Of course it matters.
It's
True.
like the most mattering place when it comes to scenic beauty.
Most mattering place.
it has the most matter.
Yeah. The most.
It's like turning
Most
into a
matter.
black hole. But yeah, in any case, all of this has happened, and probably a lot more that I'm just forgetting right now. So, if
Golden
the
Globes.
year is gonna keep going on these tracks, there's gonna be some pretty insane stuff happening by the end of the year with World War III and everything.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any predictions onto what will happen?
The Queen will die this year.
You think so?
I have a gut feeling. I
gut
don't want her to die,
All
but I
British
think
people
she
have
has
like a
innate knowledge that
Yeah.
long live the
a little
Queen.
knob in the guts.
I mean,
Every time they go to take a nice little poo-poo, they feel it, and then from that they predict like, oh, the Queen is very healthy today.
I actually have an anecdote to add to this because our old classmate lives in London, mine and Ciaran's,
Yeah.
and he does A levels, which is like the IB but British, so it's 2 years, and so he's like doing his finals in
Yeah?
a few weeks or a few months actually. So I was talking to him a little while ago, and I was asking him how his preparation is going for his final exams, and he was saying that he hopes the Queen will die soon, because according to like the Constitution, when a ruler dies, there's a 1 week mourning period where people don't go to school. Like, the schools are closed, including high schools. So if the Queen would strategically die right before their finals,
Strategically.
their exams would just be cancelled, and
Yeah,
then they'd
but-
have to do them in the autumn.
No, I think they pass.
Maybe they will, actually.
Yeah, maybe they'll pass.
Yeah.
Hey, is your necklace hitting the mic?
Is it?
Talking about that,
Maybe it is.
the passing thing, wasn't that the thing that if a student dies during a test, everyone else gets to pass? in,
Yeah,
like,
I think
certain
at least in
final things?
IB, it's like that.
Is it in the IB? Because I
yeah.
thought it was the SATs in America.
I think at least I've heard that in the IB, if like a student who was supposed to do an exam dies that day, everyone who was doing the exam with them just gets a 7 from it.
Lol.
So it's like, you know, if someone has a plan of doing something, it would be nice to do it on a strategic day.
Yes. But you guys are forgetting the biggest, single most event of these 10 days of this decade so far.
Oh yes, my birthday. Just joking, that never happened.
You were never born?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
He was crafted.
I'm an antinatalist.
yeah, okay.
Wait, that's not what that means.
Yeah, but
yeah.
the biggest event of this decade so far, the first episode of the Clout Triangle podcast got
true.
released.
Wait, how many days has it been now? 2 days, right?
Yeah, a couple days.
Yeah, we're hitting a few thousand views by now.
Yeah. It's a
doing
pretty
pretty
good
well, I'm gonna
growth
say.
so far. The average viewing time is like 6 seconds, so they listen to the intro and leave. But it's okay.
Hey, that's besides the point. Also, I've had quite a few companies contact me for
Oh.
like sponsorships offers.
Like what? What companies?
Well, for example, Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, he texted me because I don't know if you guys watched the Golden Globes, but Ricky Gervais was hosting it, and he had a bit of an altercation with Tim Cook. He
Yeah.
accused him of running sweatshops in China, for example. So Tim Cook told me that if we have a segment of this podcast where we downplay Ricky Gervais and tell that
Oh, I
none
thought
of-
you meant we would run the sweatshop
Oh, we-
podcast. Okay, Ciaran, off your phone.
I was just going to get something for this situation.
What?
I was trying to find a proverb that would work in saying that humility is needed.
Yeah.
Not all companies have contacted
Speaking
us.
of proverbs, on the producer's right-hand side is a book of Finnish proverbs that I actually thought was pretty funny, that I got for a Christmas present.
Where? This?
Yeah, that one. It has
Okay.
like it's
Can
a
I see
bunch
it?
of Finnish proverbs translated into English, and they
yeah,
don't
that's
really
the
make any
sad
sense.
Finnish dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finnish
yeah.
nightmares.
Shall I read one in rally English?
Sure, you can read whatever you think is good from it.
Do what your heart tells you to do.
the Finnish saying is heittämällä, and in English it by throwing very easily. I don't get what is the point here.
So the point is that like there's a lot of Finnish sayings and proverbs that like make sense in the Finnish context and cultural like situation, but
I'm
then
gonna
if you
sneeze.
He said,
No,
he, was,
I'm not.
he said he was going to sneeze, but he didn't.
oh,
He lied to us.
all
I've
the
never
audio
heard like
listeners are
any
scared.
of these.
Have you not? Even I've heard a couple of them.
I mean, have you heard of pitää mykkäkoulua,
Oh, yeah, sure.
which means holding a school for mute people?
Yeah.
But it just means like when you... What's the
It means when you give someone the silent treatment.
Yeah, the silent treatment.
But the Finnish version doesn't really
No, but
make
what's
any
the
sense.
Finnish version? Menneen talven lumia.
Yeah, the
Ja
snow of the
Oma
past
lehmä
winter.
ojassa.
No, I don't know that.
Okay, so like the menneen talven lumia means like past like winter snow, which means like no use crying over spilt milk.
No, well, yeah, and it also kind of means like if something's not trendy anymore, like, you know, if someone says something that was popular a few years ago, then you could say like, oh, that's menneen talven lumia. But-
And then the oma lehmä ojassa is like it's your own cow in the ditch.
Yeah.
It literally just means that like why should the rest of us help you? It's your issue.
Yeah, and also conversely, it can mean if you're helping someone but you're not doing it for a genuine reason, it means like you have your own agenda, you know? For example, how politicians might say they want to help the poor to get votes, that means they have their own cow in the ditch.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. But speaking of like contacts of
Yeah.
companies that want to work with us, I got an email from this company called Cattle Crate.
Cattle crate.
Cattle Crate.
What's that?
They,
I don't know what that
They
is.
send avocados in a box monthly.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Cattle Crate. And it's
Oh,
like,
like-
you know where you're gonna go to the store and pick avocados,
How
and
do you spell
they're always
cattle?
too hard or too soft or too brown or too green. But this
Yeah,
company,
so I think the producer was right. We really do need more diversity. We're talking about avocados.
illegal. Why are avocados illegal?
It takes too much water to grow them. So the European Union is running a bill of rights that would make them illegal by 2025.
Wow.
Because it takes so much water to grow them. Like, I think 1 liter in volume of avocados takes like 40 liters of water or
So-
something. It's insane.
So what's the hierarchy here? Like cocaine leaves, then marijuana, and avocado.
No, I
The
mean,
devil's
dude,
lettuce.
cannabis is gonna be legalized everywhere soon. So
yeah,
it's gonna,
it's gonna
it's gonna
flip the
be like,
tables.
it's gonna be like, I'm gonna go to the store to buy some cannabis,
Yo.
and after that I'll text my avocado
Yo,
dealer.
I have an
What was with that?
I have an insane investing scheme. So now
I think he's having a stroke. Producer, can you call
now
112?
now like weed is getting legalized, and weed is not high on stocks right now. But as it will get legalized, it will get more popular, and people will buy it more. It will be a bigger business. It will grow.
Are you
So,
sure?
Well, yeah, the
I'm
weed
sure.
will grow. I don't know if the stock will.
And the stock will get more popular. That's just how it goes. So now that avocados
Yeah.
go illegal, the stocks crash, right? Avocados.
The avocado
So
stock.
now
Yeah.
it's the time to sell your avocado.
No,
stocks.
no. That's when you buy. After it crashes.
No, after
and then
it
in
crashes.
10 years, when they're like, all right, we beat the Republicans and the Libertards. It's time.
Wait, what? Those
Yeah.
are opposite.
Yeah, but it's but you
So, like,
it's a
there's a
whole new
third
world.
party. Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
whole
okay,
new
okay.
world. It's full of communists and fascism.
Dude, it's like
And,
the Rick and Morty episode.
And the avocados will come back. And guess who has all the stocks right now?
You.
Exactly, dude.
But at the same time, but the interesting thing about making something legal is even though weed is legal in more places now in America and Canada,
Yeah.
the like market's actually gone down. Do you know why? Because everyone's still buying it from the black market, even though it's legal.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only people who actually legally make a profit of selling weed are rappers. Like, for example, Snoop Dogg is running his weed farms. Also,
Chance has
boxing, Mike Tyson. Doesn't he have like
Yeah,
his
Mike
own?
Tyson has a
Yeah.
weed farm, I think,
Yeah.
in Mexico. Is
Yo,
it?
can any of you do a sick Mike Tyson impression?
Isn't my normal speaking kind of like Mike Tyson?
It is. I just realized Ciaran is the
It says,
Mike Tyson of gingers.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God.
Let's get it, bro.
Wait, is it Mike Tyson's quote, the one that your dad always tells me if I annoy him? The one that like, if we fight, there's gonna be 3 hits.
I don't know if Mike Tyson's ever said that because I've ever only heard my dad say it, but like I think he got it
Yeah.
from somewhere. But it's like, if me and you have a fight, there's gonna be 3 hits: me hitting you, you hitting the ground, and the ambulance hitting 90 on the freeway trying to get you.
Ah.
And like, I remember the first time he told me that I was probably like 9 years old, and I like made a joke. I made fun of Ciaran's dad, and then he said that, and I was like, I need to go home.
No, but the best quote is something I can't even say here by Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you know what
no,
I'm
yeah,
talking
you
about,
should
Yeah,
say that.
I will guess that it includes an N-word.
No.
F word, it's called.
Yeah,
No, it
yeah.
has both of those.
That's
Wait, does it?
part of gay, right?
Yeah.
Producer,
Yeah.
just that we start talking about like racial and very like sexual oriented like slang that's not allowed doesn't mean that you get to speak.
Yeah, you speak only when you're spoken to.
Yeah.
Manners.
Hey,
Maketh man.
dude,
Yeah,
why you have an Angry Birds blanket on?
Why wouldn't he?
dude, this is
don't,
like
but I
the
want
most
one.
comfortable thing ever. And when I got this, I could cover my head with it. Now it goes up to my waist.
Hey, yo, bro, did you put 100%
I think
agree
angry-
when it came to do you wear a blanket around the house?
Yeah, I did
Okay,
actually.
good.
Yeah,
Sorry for trying to interrupt you.
no worries.
When did Angry Birds come out?
2012, is it?
No, I think it's earlier than that.
Producer, look it up.
Jamie? Oh, he doesn't have a
It's
phone.
2009.
2009.
That's so old.
December.
Okay. So,
That's insane.
all right.
Whoa, that's so...
So I was
When did
probably
Clash of
like
Clans
7,
come?
8 when I got this. And it's still soft as a baby's bottom.
Hey,
Ever
no,
washed
Like
it?
the Pope would say, yeah.
Clash of Clans came 2012.
Well, that's just.
Clash of Clans is still a popular game.
It should be
though.
called Clash of Clans.
Yeah,
In
sure.
game.
Clans. Oh.
But that game made a lot of money though.
Yeah, but I still don't get the. thrill.
Okay, but we're forgetting about the best mobile game ever, Hill
Hey,
Climb Racing.
Yeah.
Did you play that?
Totally.
It was so good.
100%.
It was insane.
Shadow,
Raid
Raid
Shadow,
Shadow
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah, if you wanna hit us up.
Yo,
For an
yo,
ad.
Raid Shadow Legends, please
Yeah.
sponsor us, bro.
Dude, yeah,
Just sponsor
one-
everyone.
Yeah, they have actually. Like, no matter, like, even like political podcasts that
Yeah.
are opposite of each other.
Infowars, some kind of
No.
liberal party.
But also,
ASMR.
I've never seen anyone play the game.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. I've played it myself as
Really?
well, yeah.
No, because
Why?
like
Because I wanted
heard,
to.
I've probably heard at least 10 different YouTubers or like podcasters or content creators in general advertise it, but I've never seen a single like gameplay video or I've never heard anyone say like, "Oh, dude, did you see the new Raid Shadow Legends update?"
No one says about mobile apps that much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I respect them for what they do, though.
Is,
On
it,
the
is
internet,
it like an RPG?
it's like, what would I compare it to?
It's turn-based combat.
Okay.
Yeah, but then
With
it's
like
like
strategy elements.
it's like SRPG turn-based, but like phone.
Also, talking about what we talked about yesterday, how everything in animation looks the same now.
Yeah, like
This was the original Angry Birds logo, and this is what it looks like now.
Lol.
Why do they all look like fuzzy 3D creatures
Yeah,
now in
could-
every show?
Um,
Like the Moomins as well.
It's friendlier for the fairies.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just friendlier for children. But like, there was a
Rule
name for this
34.
type of art style, but I forgot what it was. Someone mentioned it yesterday again, but I forgot. But it's like all like shows on Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and stuff use the exact same modeling because it's the easiest to draw. And they just like
Oh,
don't care
okay.
anymore about making unique characters.
'Cause,
So let's just make everyone look
like,
the same.
In the old days, when we were kids 10 years ago, the art styles were a lot more varied.
There's so many like cartoons from back in the day, or even not that far back, to have amazing art.
Yeah.
Even for example, Ed, and Eddie,
Yeah.
Avatar, Teen Titans, the original, not Teen Titans Go. That show shouldn't exist. Thundercats. Even something that was like kind of ahead of its time is where you like use 3D modeling with 2D. Like what's a good example of that?
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Mickey's Clubhouse.
Mickey's Clubhouse was
I
fire.
mean, that was like in the beginning of 3D animation in a way.
Was it though?
I think it was, wasn't it?
Producer, when did the Mickey's Clubhouse come out? Come on. But
Let's see. It came out first episode 2006. Final episode 2016.
yeah. Well, like I think the first people to really like do 3D animation was Pixar with Toy Story.
yeah,
that was-
Yeah, and also A Bug's Life.
And that was that in '95?
Toy Story?
yeah,
like-
1995.
Yeah, it's insanely
insane.
old. Like
Yeah.
if what it is, for what it is, it's
Yeah.
old. Like
But do you know what's the first ever like series? Like that was the first movie. The first ever series is VeggieTales.
Oh,
Do you know VeggieTales?
isn't that the one that has that cursed Twitter account?
Yeah, there's
That
a lot of
says like
curse stuff
very
about it.
weird, like biblical
It's the one.
but
It's
cursed.
the one where allow me
tweets.
to introduce myself.
Yeah,
Comes from.
it's like
It's
the
so
ones that are
funny.
dressed up as like eggplants or carrots or whatever.
Yeah, like wait, they look like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also-
1993.
That's cursed.
If we're talking about like how animation has gone worse, there is like the producer's talking about Barbies, but
Life in a Dream House.
Barbie's older than Toy Story.
is it?
Yeah, but the animation
It's
is.
3D.
Damn,
Animation-
No, it isn't.
isn't it 3D? It is, right?
Either it's very bad animation or very
But in any case, Love, Death, Robots, which came out last year, actually has a lot of good animation styles, like
Yeah.
2D and 3D.
It's getting like too good even.
Yeah,
It looks too real.
yeah, the Aquila Rift one, that looked like super realistic in the beginning.
All right.
Are you talking about the movie or the show?
either.
Because the original movie came out 2001, and that's the first Barbie thing.
You realize we always go to this. At some point, we start talking about movies.
Movies are enjoyable.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a passion. What? Yeah, that's actually true. What the producer just said. He said movies are like Hitler in the sense that every conversation ultimately leads to them.
That's now.
Yeah.
All right, but I think it is time for this conversation to be over.
Okay, I'll just end it with Frozen 2 was a great movie.
I mean, it was pretty good.
Okay. Haven't seen the first one. Haven't seen the second one. Won't see either of them.
Missing out,
Guys,
bro.
Guys,
Before we end it, I want to say this old African proverb that I think fits this podcast theme very
go
well.
ahead.
Okay.
By all means.
All right. Author unknown. Timing also unknown. Okay.
Wow.
Guys, here's the African proverb. You ready?
I don't like this.
Okay. The child who is not embraced by the will. My bad, guys. I'm gonna start over. So this is an African proverb. The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel the warmth. All right, thanks, guys.
All right.
That's it for this week.
Check out us. Check out. God damn it! The last line, and I get a stroke.
It's okay, no.
Okay, thank you. So check us out on Twitter at Clout Triangle.
Dude,
You're
remember
incognito.
today when we were walking down the stairs and that one girl checked you out?
Did,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's after I left.
Yeah, we were going to the lunchroom.
That's nothing special.
I mean, but like,
Ah, okay.
Hey, love up.
Playboy Noah.
If you want to ask us something or suggest a topic, hit us down in the comments or
The DMs.
on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm
and
a
look-
boomer, so I'm not on Twitter, but our Johannes will be handling our Twitter
Yeah, the
at
social
Clout
media
Triangle.
man.
And if you want to like just mention any movie, video game, book, or something you
Movie.
want us to talk about, I'll have seen it or
Or a
read it,
movie.
so then I can talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
The
we
link
can also
is-
talk about movies if they want to
The
suggest
link to
them.
our Twitter is down in the description. And email. Who wants to send an email?
You can fax us as well. We
Dude,
have a
yeah,
fax at
and
the
page.
building.
You can page me anytime you want.
Yeah.
Smoke signs, whatever, dude.
Tribal
That's,
signals.
all right.
No,
humming.
they don't want the smoke.
You don't